Hey everybody, I'm JimClassic, and you are watching Geekin' It. And today I'm doing a toy review of Star Wars The Black Series, Grand Moff Tarkin. Alright, I think we all know who he is from Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, and also Rogue One, a Star Wars story. He was our main antagonist for, kind of both those films. I think Orson Krennic kind of shared the spotlight as our main antagonist in Rogue One, but for the most part, Tarkin was, behind the scenes of both those two movies at the very least. And here he is in 6-inch Black Series toy form. So, without further ado, let's take a look. Let's take a look at this, okay? And looking at the initial package, we have a nice black box, Star Wars The Black Series. Grand Moff Tarkin right there with a interrogation droid. Nice little line art. Line art drawing of that incredibly stern and almost, dare I say, iconic look for Grand Moff Tarkin. We have his name, Grand Moff Tarkin. We have the word age in multiple languages, 4 and up. On the side, we have Grand Moff Tarkin. On the other side, he is number 63 of the Black Series line. Okay. 63, it's a good, nice number. Black Series. An ambitious and ruthless proponent of military power, Tarkin became a favorite of Emperor Palpatine and rose rapidly through the Imperial ranks. Okay, and then we have, 3 other different languages. I'm sure one of them's French, I'm sure one of them's Spanish, and the third one, I don't know, maybe Italian. I really have, honest to God, no idea. Anyway, let's get him out of the package, shall we? And here we have Grand Moff Tarkin out of the package, and standing next to him is his Imperial interrogation droid. And let's just start with the droid. Let's start with the accessory. Okay. We're going to move the Grand Moff off to the side. Ooh, can I do this? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Yeah. You going to go? Alright, we're going. We're going. Okay, so here we have the Imperial interrogation droid. It is a ball, and it's actually on a ball joint underneath at the very base, with a clear plastic stand. It's got a small base, but so far it seems to be supporting itself rather well. And there's pretty much a ball with doodads and things coming off of it. We see the classic hypodermic needle. We see little grabbers and claspers, and I don't know what the hell that thing is. That looks like a blade of some kind, and I don't know what that is either. But it is nicely detailed. I mean, it is mostly black with a lot of silver highlights. See a little silver paint here. Has like the trim running around the thing. I think that's an eye up there. Down there, it's definitely some kind of an eye. Maybe that's an eye. I don't know. I would say that. I would say that up there would be some kind of an eye, and probably right there is probably another type of eye. But it's got a lot of cool, just little details in there, and it's simple. It's simple, but it's still nice, and it does kind of take you back to Episode 4 with that, just intimidating and frightening thing. Obviously Princess Leia didn't see that coming. She didn't know, what was going to happen, and it just kind of slowly floats towards her, and then just cut to the next scene and all that. So, yes, it is pretty cool. All right, so let's move on to Grand Moff Tarkin, shall we? There we go. And here we have Grand Moff Tarkin standing there. So he's in his, I guess, Imperial Grand Moff uniform. Standard Imperial outfit. I really like the sculpting detail. It's that nice cloth fabric kind of effect. Got the wrinkles everywhere. He does have a nice little commanding presence. He does have like those weird type of puffed out pants. I forget what they're called, but obviously this is to capture the interpretation of like the old Nazi uniforms. That was the whole aesthetic choice that Lucas used for the Galactic Empire, and I mean it works. It looks good. Um, as you can see right here, we have his. I think these are his like command codes or whatever. I think in Star Wars Rebels, I think you use these as command code. Obviously, this would denote his rank, the blue pips and then the red pips and the yellow pips and all that. And let's just get a good look at that face. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's look at that face. I would say for the most part, they kind of captured the look of Grand Moff Tarkin. It's on a ball joint. Oh, there. Sorry. You know what? I apologize. I know I've been doing that in a lot of my videos. I'm looking at the toy and not the viewfinder, and I sometimes just like, oh yeah, I see he's doing this. He's posable, and then and little do I realize I'm not in front of the damn camera. So I apologize. It's a habit which I am really trying to break. I'm trying to develop good habits and remembering to position the figure directly in front of the lens. I'm working on it. Please bear with me. Anyway, as I said, I do like this head sculpt. It's a really nice, commanding head sculpt. Ball-jointed head, and then there's a hinge, I believe. Did it? Actually, I can't tell if there's a hinge or if it's just a ball joint. I can't tell. I'm not about to pop his head off. We have the universal shoulders. Let's see. I'm not sure why. This just looks like disco for some reason. Okay, sorry. Alright, so universal shoulders, you can do this, do that, Got a nice elbow right there. Not, doesn't go beyond 90 degrees, unfortunately, but it's a nice elbow. Universal rotation at the wrist. The hand looks like it was meant to hold a gun, but, I can't see Grand Moff Tarkin shooting anybody. At least not with a gun. Perhaps with a massive space station, but not with a handgun. Anyway, he does have, it looks like a ball-jointed waist. Looks pretty good. Let's see, for the legs, I would say, we got universal hips going on. So, the tunic jacket does limit him a little bit, but, he can at least do a high kick. Kind of a high kick. We have, nice double knee joint. We have ankle pivot, yep, and a hinge at the ankle as well. So, I mean, we can get the Grand Moff. We could get the Grand Moff in very distinct poses, which I hope to, get around to. But I would say overall this is a pretty cool toy. I mean, it does, Grand Moff Tarkin is not known as an action villain or anything like that. For the most part, he does kind of stand there for the most part in the movie, walks around, that's just about it. But I would say this is a nice sculpt. It's a good, solid figure. It does stand well. I don't know if it poses well. We'll find out if it poses well. But he does have that commanding presence that you did get from him in Episode 4. Let's get to a comparison, shall we? And here we have a nice little team shot of my 6-inch Star Wars Black Series Imperials. And I've got a nice little Imperial family going on around here. I mean, between Tarkin and Thrawn, Vader, a couple of Stormtroopers, K2SO kind of just fits. You know, I can put in with my Rebels, or I can put in with my Imperials. Or maybe if I ever find a second one in the stores, maybe heck, I'll just buy a second um, KS07, K7, KS07, K7. I forget. I honestly don't remember the name of the droid. K2SO, K2SO. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, nice little Imperial, squad going on here. But you know what? I feel like I want to do something else as well. And you know what? I am also going to talk about, ta-da, this guy, the Imperial Range Trooper. So let's do it all over again, shall we? And here we have the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Range Trooper from Solo, a Star Wars story. And here we have the black box. We have the Range Trooper with weapon posted there out in the bubble. We have a nice line art of the Range Trooper, nice close up with the fur and everything. The artwork is really nice. Really love the artwork. On the side we have Range Trooper. On the other side we have 64. Now, if I remember correctly, Moff Tarkin was 63. Interesting numbering system that Hasbro is doing. You can tell there's no rhyme or reason to what they are releasing. They're just picking random characters and just going up the numerical system. So, number 64, Range Trooper. The Imperial expansion requires the settlement of vital operations on remote outpost worlds. These frontier stormtroopers form the backbone of a stubborn defense against would-be thieves and pirates. Love it. Love it. I'm gonna enlist to the Empire tomorrow. All right? I just that's such a uplifting statement. I want to enlist. I want to become a range trooper. Be out there in the frontier with my helmet, long coat, gun, and just defend the realm. Anyway, we also have the same thing in different languages. So let's crack this guy open, because I'm really anxious to get this guy open. I did like the 3 3/4 inch figure that I had bought a while back. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this guy too. And here we have the Imperial Range Trooper out of the package, and I gotta admit, pretty awesome. I am digging this guy. I want more of him. I want more of this guy. Okay, and I might. These guys are $20 a pop. Kind of. It kind of at $20. It does dissuade you from wanting to do some troop building, but I want to buy more of this guy. The Range Trooper, I have to say, is pretty rad. I'm gonna have to say, out of the 3 or 4 Stormtroopers that I already own, and that does count the First Order Stormtroopers that I own, this guy's my favorite. This, hands down, this guy is my favorite, like, offshoot Stormtrooper guy. So, let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna take him off the thing. We're gonna take a good look at him. Okay, first off, this guy is definitely made for a harsh, snowy environment. Okay, first off, I'm gonna start with the fur here. This is like real, maybe not real animal fur, but it's definitely real, fabric of some kind. It's very soft. I could pet this thing all day. It's very soft fur. And I assume it's supposed to match the interior, which is this is a soft rubbery plastic for the coat, but it's so cool. This guy is obviously supposed to be wandering the frozen tundra, on guard for anything, and it's very thick. Like, this looks like a very thick coat. If you look at the arms, the sleeves are going past the wrists. You know, he's got this big snow trooper body armor. He's got the large belt with the utility pack. He's got extra armor. He's got these ridiculous boots. This guy is meant to be encumbered. This guy, he's not going to run after you. He's going to track you down and hunt you and shoot you. But this guy is not made for running. He's not made for any ridiculous calisthenics or anything like that. This guy is just meant to wander and survive a harsh, frozen terrain. And I think they captured that pretty darn well. So, we have, I don't know, I think that is very similar to the Imperial tank driver that we saw in Rogue One. I think that's a very similar looking helmet. I don't have the tank operator. I don't have any of the toys, and I don't have a reference, but it looks very similar to the tank operator. Except we have like the gold visor right there, which is, you know, supposed to prevent sun blindness. A little bit of dirt up there on the top, but it's a nice design. I do like it. It does have a very Clone Wars-esque look to it, and maybe this is meant to be like some kind of a throwback from the Clone Wars. Maybe this is like just old surplus that they used from the Clone Wars and just use it for the Range Trooper. I'm just guessing. I know I've seen that helmet before. It looks familiar. It rings a bell with me, but I don't remember. But like I said, we have the nice Snow Trooper armor right here. We also see General Veers General Veers wears that in The Empire Strikes Back. The utility belt. And these pants, these legs and everything, it has like the loose straps here that you would get from like the X-Wing pilots or a fighter pilot. And these boots. These boots, they're supposed to be magnetic boots. They remind me of Fallout. And in fact, dare I say this, you know what? In fact, this entire Range Trooper kind of reminds me as someone from Fallout. That is kind of the vibe I'm getting from him. But anyway, let's get to articulation. So, the head, I don't know if it's on a ball joint or not. I can't tell, and I'm not going to monkey with it, but you can look up, you can look down, you can go all exorcism, you know. So, it's either a ball joint or a universal joint, I don't know. Shoulders, little, not too tight, but they are universal, you know, they can do that. We have a nice little bend. I would say that's more than 90 degrees. That's cool. Let's see. Take off the gun. Even though I could just easily use that one. The wrist does rotate, but movement is limited by the puffy long coat. And I'm going to pause for a second. Even the gun. The gun looks pretty good too. Since this is supposed to take place 10 years before A New Hope, this is a different type of blaster than your average Stormtrooper is issued. I don't know if this is special for the Range Trooper or this was standard for the time. I don't know. We have a possibly ball-jointed torso, which is good. Looks good. The legs are hindered by the coat. Okay? Just get that out of the way. They are hindered by the coat, but he does have a little bit of a spread there. And he can't go very far because of the bulkiness of the pants and the coat and the armor that he's wearing. So his leg articulation is going to be limited. But again, this is not the type of guy who is going to be running after you, as I said. He's got a good knee bend. Really good. I like it. You know, it rotates. And we have a toe. We have a toe tip. I don't know what this is called. I guess ankle pivot. We have an ankle pivot. It is on a hinge. So there is not going to be any... Ooh, there is some waggle. So it does pivot. It does hinge and it does pivot. So, but just a little bit. There's not a lot of give to this. So again, our range trooper is not meant for extreme poses. He is not meant for running. He is meant for walking and tracking, probably. And just a quick comparison. Let's look at him compared to our standard stormtrooper. I mean, what a difference! What a difference! Like this guy could run after you. This is well, we all know what a stormtrooper looks like. This is nothing new, but look at the difference. I mean, this guy's obviously meant for a more severe terrain than this guy is. He probably wouldn't do very well in a frozen climate. I mean, he'd do okay. This guy would do better. He's just bulkier. He's bigger. He's more encumbered in his in just about everything he probably does. But it's a nice little it is a nice compliment, and it's also a nice contrast. But let's just get to more comparisons, okay? And once again, here we have a nice little Imperial family. I mean, look at them. Look at these guys. All right, they all look all happy to be together. Just one big happy Imperial family. But yeah, I'm happy I got Tarkin and the Range Trooper. They're both really cool figures. Tarkin for his absolute commanding presence, and the Range Trooper just because he looks cool. I mean, he just looks cool. I really like him. This is one of the things out of the Solo movie that I did enjoy. For the most part, I did enjoy the Solo movie, though I did think it was a little bit of on the mediocre side. I still enjoyed it, but I did love the Range Trooper. Now there is one other thing I would like to say before I go wrap this up. With Grand Moff Tarkin, I would like to see another variation of him, like maybe a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive or something. There is a rumor, I guess, an old legend. I really don't know how to put it, but apparently during the making of the first Star Wars movie, Peter Cushing, who played Grand Moff Tarkin, complained that the boots were too tight on his feet, and spent much of the movie with him filmed above the waist, like so. And apparently, while he was on set, Peter Cushing was wearing slippers. I know it sounds silly. I want a variant of Grand Moff Tarkin, just like this, but wearing slippers. I don't think it will be that difficult. Hasbro can just make a new set of legs. They could do it. I want Grand Moff Tarkin. Come on. I want Grand Moff Tarkin with slippers. All right. I think we should do a hashtag movement. Be like slippers for Tarkin or something like that. Tarkin slipper. No, I like slippers for Tarkin. Just something. Keep it simple. But yes, I want a variant where he's wearing his slippers that he wore on set. I think that'd be. I would love that personally. Just me speaking personally, as a collector and as a kind of a strange guy. I want that. So remember, hashtag slippers for Tarkin. All right. So that's it. My little tour review done. Kept it simple, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I am JimClassic, and you've been watching Geekin' It.